Shai, call Halam La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Chakadash Brakadam. Double honor to my apostles, great millstone. And salutations to the occupant of four quarters, pushing this truth. And sincerity, love, diligence, respect, fear, and trembling. This is Tazawam coming back with another gem for the knowledge through the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai being the name of the only begotten Son. Right? Yahweh in the Hebrew meaning He is, and Yahweh Shai in the Hebrew meaning He delivers. Those are the names you want to call upon in these last days for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Alright? And ultimately, you want to call upon those names for protection. Alright? For protection and deliverance in these last days. Okay? As you know, we are in some evil days. We are in evil times. Evil meaning in the Hebrew rai, which means bad times or difficult situations, because we are in the midst of a falling empire. Okay, whether you believe it, like it, understand it or not, America is falling. Okay, this place is going down, and there's various of signs to show that America is going down. And one big sign that this place is circling the drain, so to speak, with the economics, the economy, the devaluing of the dollar, the decadence, the morals of the people, the immigrants invading America. What else? The infrastructure, Isaiah 14, I believe, goes into that. Right? The nations rising up against Babylon the Great, which is America. All right? That's Isaiah 14 as well. Art thou become weak as wheat? So there's a lot of signs that's showing and indicating that America is on its way out. A very, how can I say, a very noticeable sign is the division, right? The division between the people. You see, that's a telltale sign that a nation or an empire is crumbling as well, is because the citizens, right, are rising up against other citizens, and as well as the citizens rising up against the government. Okay? Now, as the scripture says in Mark, and I'm going to get it. Let's get that real quick. About the dividing of how can Satan's house stand? Okay? So, let's get Mark 3. Because this sign right here is very, very noticeable. I'm going to get it in a blue letter. Right? It's very, very noticeable. And I want to go check out some articles. Check out some Twitter videos. I'm going to show. Well, I'll probably just play it. Showing that these people are divided. Oh, another thing. Breaking news. If you've been living on a fucking rock, Donald Nero Trump is back in office. He is the 47th president. He was the 45th president. Now he's the 47th president. Okay? So this is going to bring in a lot of chaos, because you have a big portion of the people don't want him in office. They believe he caused the sedition, which is biblical prophecy, right? He's a tyranny. He's equal to Hitler. You know, all these type of things their reasoning on why they hate Trump. You know, which this is very good. All right, Trump being in office is whoever was to be in office is a good thing, because they're both the same wings. The Democrat and the Republican is the same wing. It's two wings to the same bird. Okay. In fact, before I get the mark, let's go to Revelation real quick, because I said the same wing. I mean, two wings on the same bird. Let's go to Revelation, the 13th chapter. Because no matter who's in office, and this is what you fucking idiots don't understand, right? Especially you nigger woman, you Americans, period. Because here it is, this morning, they claim that the black man didn't vote, right? Now they're switching over to, now it's the Latino man didn't vote. You know what I'm saying? Now they want to put the blame on somebody because that bitch Harris lost. You know, Kamala Harris lost. But this is the part of the divide and conquer. You see? Now it's a sexist war. You know, woman against female, and there's always the black woman against the black man, so-called black woman against the so-called black man, which is the Israelites, the tribe of Judah, right? Now they threw in the Latino man, which is the Northern Kingdom, the Issacharites, right? So this whole presidency, elections, and all that, this is all a farce. This is a beautiful way of a divide and conquering a nation. You know, you make up two entities to act as if they go against one another, but they're really for the same interests behind closed doors. No matter who gets in, the Democrats or the Republicans, you have the elites pulling the strings on what policies and laws and bills are going to get passed. And when you look at both of their policies and laws and bills that they're saying that they're going to do, I ain't talking about the abortion bullshit and all that other crap. I'm talking about the police state. I'm talking about Operation Warp Speed. You see, I'm talking about the infringement on your rights and freedom of speech. I'm talking about those things where that's going to further set up, uprisings of the people. Okay, both of their agendas benefit the elite. Okay, so this is Revelation, the 13th chapter, 11th verse, and it says, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth," and that beast is talking about the Roman Empire. Okay, now today, that Roman Empire is America. Okay, the beast, NATO and the EU, they formed those old ancient countries, collaborated and got back together, the 10 common markets and so on and so forth. You know, so we are, in fact, one of the things was called the Treaty of Rome. Okay, so we know that this is the Roman Empire reincarnated. Okay, so like the Roman Empire, you had two fashions of political figures, which is known as the Democrats and the Republicans. Pardon me, the plebeians and the patricians. Okay, in fact, what I'll do here, well, you know what, let me read the scripture. I'm kind of jumping ahead, so slack you on that. I'm going to read the precept, and then I'm going to look up the plebeians and the patricians. So Revelation 13:11, I'll read it again. "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth," which is the Roman Empire, "and he had two horns like a lamb," right? "And he spake as a dragon." So two horns like a lamb. Two power structures that they're going to come with this innocency. We're for the people, right? Make America great again. Whatever slogan that Kamala Harris has. And let me say this. This bitch, she's married to a small header. So you stupid, simple black women out there, this bitch is married to a small head. You think she has the interest of you? That's the trick. See? That's who's behind everything. The small hats. Right? Donald Nero Trump, he has small headers backing him. Kamala Harris has the small headers backing her. You know? Whenever a black woman who has a white husband, right, did anything for her so-called race. Not never. You see? That's who's controlling her. But the nigga woman, you know, now the hell with the nigga woman, fuck them. Let's go back to the precept. And he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So those two horns like a lamb. In fact, let's get a precept. Psalms. They're gonna come with you gentle. They're gonna come with you sweet, right? But speaking as a dragon, that means when it says speak, that's gonna be their actions. Their actions is gonna be on how they speak, and it's gonna be through their laws. Okay, their draconian laws. Okay, Draco. And when you go into that in the Roman Empire, it was harsh punishments. Breaking the law consisted of being in prison or killed. Okay? That's why the draconian laws were so memorable, because if you did anything, you would get put to death. That's what's coming back. You see? So once again, those two lambs is the two wings on that same bird. The two wings on the same bird. They're going to the same destination, which ultimately is the New World Order. And these things are being set up through Order Ab Chao. Okay? Order Ab Chao. With the chaos that they're going to implement, they're going to bring in an order to so-called save the day. That's the protocols of the Lord Elders of Zion. That's the systematic how could I say it? The systematic events that the elites are doing to get a new world order, right? By passing the laws, by making coups, starting up coups, all right? As well as it tells you in the protocols of the Lord Elders of Zion, how they have the ace provocateurs scattered in various different parts of the world, which is your school system, your political figures, your president, right? Your congressmen, your senators, your mayors, you know? So that's the game, man. You know? That's the game. Is to set up their agents and forward their agenda behind closed doors, which you people have no idea. And the tactic is to divide. Okay? So let's go to Psalms. So you people are fucking idiots, man. Psalms 55, and I believe it's verse 21. War was in his heart. Here we go. Psalms 55 and 21, it says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Now you finna see who that devil is. I'm gonna make America great again. I'm gonna do best by the people. I'm gonna get our jobs back. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Right? But war is really in their heart. This is the tactic of the devil. You niggas ain't learned nothing yet. 2024, almost 2025 within a month, man. And you niggas, spicks, wetback, drunken Indians, you motherfuckers haven't learned shit. You ain't learned nothing. You niggas ain't learned nothing. Y'all have not even learned the tactic of the devil. Trump is being controlled, man. Right? Kamala's being controlled. Y'all ain't learned nothing from the devil. You ain't learned nothing from the politics, the government system. And here it is back in 1960, right? In 1960, it cost to get a vote in, man. Right? And it was already proven facts that they didn't even cast y'all niggas votes in when y'all were allowed to fucking vote. How much more now, man? Your vote don't mean a goddamn thing, man. But see, that's why we're known as the lost sheep. Because Jake is totally lost. Like JJ said, from Good Time. He said, if anything was lost, we're it. It's amazing, man. It really amazes me sometimes. You know? But, so war was in his heart. And he drawn swords. Meaning, that sweet talking is going to turn into a bite. Right? It's going to turn into a form of oppression. That's what's happening. He's tagging up with Elon Musk. And we know he's an insider. He has the brain chip and all those things, Neuralink and all of that. That's going to segue into the Charagma, the mark of the beast, which is that RFID chip. So we're in good times, man. We are in beautiful, beautiful times. Like Jim Carrey said off of that movie Liar Liar. Alright? We are in beautiful times, man. You people are sick in the fucking head. Y'all don't even understand what the hell is going on, man. You know? But going back to the division, right? Let's go back. Because with this whole presidency, this was set up to divide. Okay? But that's biblical prophecy. Okay? So I want to get that on how this place has been step by step geared to dividing by the sex, dividing the man and the woman, right? And the nation in general is divided. So, let me... Which will bring on a civil war, okay? It's going to bring a civil war. And I have information on that. But let me go, because I want to speak about the division. I'm going to read a little bit of this article, and then I'll read the precept. Okay, so this is from the Gallup. America agree nation is divided on key values. Percentage perceiving nation is divided ticks up to new high. Now this is September 23rd, 2024. Okay, so that's this year. This is recent. Okay, this is recent of this year. September, October, November. So this was 2 months ago. Okay, literally maybe a month in a few days, because it's September 23rd. So this is at the latter of September. All right. So it says Americans agree nation is divided on key values. It says Washington, D.C., a record high 80% of U.S. adults believe Americans are greatly divided on the most important values. Okay, which is the rights, your constitutions, etc. You have your liberals, you have your Democrats, Republicans, you have your independents. Okay, you have all these various sects of groups that have different values and opinions about life and what should be done with the American structure and how we quote unquote move forward. Right? Everybody has their. You got the MAGA, right? You got the good old boys, right? You got these different groups out here that share different values. You got the racist Edomites, right? You got all type of different groups out here that now today are willing to actually fight one another. Hey, throughout this campaign with the Biden administration and Trump, right? Oh, Where the fuck is Biden at? This nigga just disappeared. You know? And you simple ass people, here it is, forgetting that this bitch wasn't even running. She was thrown into the situation to cause chaos. She was thrown in a situation they told old ass Sleepy Joe, which that's a front, right? I don't think, me personally, my own opinion, I don't think he was that retarded. Alright? This is a joke. It's a game. You see? They did the same thing with Bush. You know, they made Bush to be an idiot and slow and retarded. You gotta remember, these dudes, they are top in their class, prep school, you know? All type of things, man. These dudes, they're not as simple and stupid as you really think. You know? They're not as dumb as you think, man. Ah, man, I shouldn't have got off from here. God damn it. Yeah, fuck it. I don't really like rolling through the city. Should have stayed on the highway. But I guess I could keep the lesson going a little. Good 6-7 minutes longer. By taking the streets. But anyways, yeah, the presidents, they not as dumb as you people think, man. Okay? It's called agent provocateur. You see? They put on an image. This is going to be your image. This is going to be how you operate, how you move around, how you know, whatever. Okay? So, going back, a record high 80% of US. That's a big number. 80% of people have different values. All right, that's a divide. 80% of adults believe Americans are greatly divided on the most important values, while 18% believe the country is united. Whoever the fucking think that is a bunch of idiots. The percentage seeing the nation as divided has ticked up from 77% the last time Gallup asked the question in 2016. It is more than 10 percentage points higher than prior 2004 and 2012 measures. Public skepticism about national unity isn't new. Surveys by Gallup and others dating back to the 1990s show that Americans typically have seen the country as divided on key values. Only in 2001 and 2002, in the aftermath of 9/11, did Gallup find most Americans perceiving the opposite, with over 2/3 of U.S. adults believing the... Well, goddamn. That's a lot. See, stupid ass roads. Should have stayed on the fucking highway, man. Don't get bumpy. Hey, that's another part of Babylon going down, the infrastructure. I made mention of that earlier. You know, Isaiah 49. I'm pardon me, Isaiah for the 14th chapter. You know, speaks about the worm spread. You know, it's the infrastructure, man. This infrastructure is shit. It's the same thing that took place in the Roman Empire. You see? But it's a in the aftermath of 9/11, did Gallup find most Americans perceiving the opposite, with the over 2/3 of the U.S. adults believing the nation was united. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, because the citizens, Americans, thought that we all had to band together to fight against war on what is it? War on mass destruction, or however they had put it. You know, and guess what? They're gonna do the same thing. There's gonna be some type of attack that's gonna happen, where they're gonna try to get the people to all come together to believe in this system, and that's how they're gonna start putting the mark of the beast. All right, the RFID chip. You know, See, Esau is setting this thing up where he wants to be the superhero. You gotta look everywhere when you're driving in Milwaukee. He wants to destroy everything, right? Order ab chaos, and then bring in his order and law to deceive you as he's the superhero, you know. So like, yeah, you know, you gotta watch out here, man. These niggas be tripping. So I'm just watching this stupid ass car ahead of me, slowing down a little bit. You know, here it is. They're trying to fucking weave in and out to get in front of each other. Like, niggas are stupid, man. Shut these bridges. Open up the bridges so these niggas can't get downtown. You know, let them kill each other. Anyways, man. Boy, I regret getting off the highway. But okay, so we read that. Now let's go. Let's get the precept, because this is about these scriptures. All right, so let's go back to Mark the 3rd chapter. So I just read that article on how everything is divided. More than 80% as of 2024, September the 23rd. Okay, there's a study on the American people and their values, and it's 80% of division. So Mark the 3rd chapter. Mark the 3rd chapter. Where am I? Okay, here we go. So this is Mark 3:23. And it says, and he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. This kingdom is divided against itself. There's a separation of values. Okay, with the separation of values and these various different groups out here, that's going to bring in what is known as a civil war. Okay, and I'm going to read what is a civil war. And this is the same thing what took place in Rome. This was the beginning stages of Rome falling. Okay, so we're in Rome all over again. We got Nero back in office, and we believe that through the Spirit. Okay, beginning our apostle and elders on down. Nero, right, is Trump. He's going to cause some type of chaotic situation to happen. Going to blame the Jews. All type of things. Look, we are in some real times right now, man. All right? And he called them and he called them unto him, excuse me. And said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, the kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself, and he be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. So this place is about to end. You see? We are at the end. These are the various, I like to call them crises, right? But they're really prophecies that is happening, and that's the dividing of the place. You see, in fact, Yahushua said, and check this out. This is Matthew the 10th chapter, the 34th verse. Think not that I have come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So the Lord is coming with a sword, man. There ain't gonna be no peace. Okay? He say, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's fellow shall be of his own household. And we see that. We see dividing of the families. Now, what this is going into as well is those that are choosing the truth, right? You got those that believe in Yahweh Shem Shai. You got you got those that believe in Yahweh Shem Shai in the household. Then you got some that don't. But we can bring it to the level of the separation of the households when it comes to political views and these so-called key values, right? Democrat and Republican. You got the mother Republican. You got the daughter a Democrat. You know, a liberal or red or the blue. You see. And since I said that, let me check. Listen to this shit, right? This is a mother and a daughter feuding about the Trump and Kamala situation. So it's going down in these households. It's gonna go. This is something that'll make a mother or a father or a brother or a son, a brother or a father, a father or a son, fight one another, man. Let me see. Where is it at, man? Nope, not this one. Damn, not that one. It was a mother and his daughter going at it, man. Not fighting, but having words for one another. Damn, I hope I can find it. You know what I'm gonna do? Damn, Keisha, with your little ugly ass. Bitches can't drive, man. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. No, not the Civil War. Not that one. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. It's on Twitter. If I can find it and if I can put it inside this video, I will. Okay. But let's get to Civil War. Let's get to Civil War real quick. So I googled, did a civil war bring down Rome? Because that's what the dividing of a nation is, right? So check this out. It says, while not the sole cause, a series of civil wars, particularly the one led by Julius Caesar, is widely considered a major factor in the downfall of the Roman Republic. Marketing the transition to the Roman Empire and significantly weakening the political stability of the state, paving the way for the further decline and eventually collapse of the Western Roman Empire. It says key points about the role of civil wars in the fall of Rome. Political instability. Frequent civil wars created a climate of unrest and power struggles, weakening the central government and making it difficult to respond effectively to external threats. Okay? Military disruptions. Civil wars often involved large-scale military conflicts within the Roman territory, depleting the strength of the army and leaving the borders vulnerable. You see? Because they're going to have time. They're going to have to bring in the National Guard, put in state of emergencies, a police state. Things are about to get ugly. So they're going to have to take soldiers and National Guards and bring it within the cities to get control within their hometown. Remember, one of the reasons why Rome fell is because the military was spread thin. Okay? So these are small indications of that, man. Social divisions. The conflicts often pitted different factions of Roman society against each other, furthering societal divisions and undermining unity. See? So there's a lot of various ways of the civil war and breaking down the kingdom. Okay? And we are in the middle of that. Okay? The end is here. Okay? We are in the middle of this place going down. Like you believe it, understand it or not. Okay? This is biblical. This is prophecy that's happening right now. You know? It ain't no make America great again. You see? This place is finna get invaded. Now Trump said he's gonna I think he said regarding the immigration, regarding the immigration, because the border is wide open, like a whore, right? The border is wide open. Anybody can come in. Actually, let me bust this left. He said they're gonna use strategies to track, right? They're gonna use strategies to track everybody. And that tracking is gonna be that device. Because they're gonna want to track all of the immigrants that has came over here. Right? And what do you think to get everything quote unquote under control? How can they get things under control? By putting a microchip in. Because one of the key components of the microchip is what? Radio detection and ranging, radar. All right, radar. That's one of the key things to the radio frequency identification is radar, radio detection and ranging. Because remember, it comes from the tags from your animals being lost, or your products from a store being missing, or whatever it is. So that detection on that, you'll be able to find out where it's at. Like your dog. Well, they're gonna do that to humans. Okay? They're gonna do it to you citizens, man. So the bringing in the immigrants was a strategic move by Biden. So how could Trump fix that? Right? How can Trump fix it? He can fix it by bringing in the chip. That was the plan. One person does one thing, one president, he does this, right? And that divided the nation. Why would you do that? Why would you bring in the immigrants, blah, 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 right? Everybody's still pissed to this day about it. The chaos in the cities, they want to make mention of the Venezuelans and all that. They really attacking Jake, right? Because you had Gooch, you had East Indians, you had all type of various nations coming into this thing, but they, highlight Jake, but we know what that's about. But anyways, with Biden opening the borders and bringing the immigrants in, so now they're going to put another president in to say I'm going to fix that. And his fixing is bringing in the microchip. Like I said, 2 wings on the same motherfucking bird. They're flying to the same destination, which is the New World Order, the mark of the beast, the Charagma. You people are stupid. This is ABC. Let me get one more precept and I'm going to end it. This is always a beautiful go-to. 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. And this is dealing with the prophets, the men of the Lord, the believers, beginning with the men on down to the believers, the friends of the prophets, and as well as the sisters that believe. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Okay? The Lord is coming as a thief in the night, man. Okay? Meaning he's going to come when you least expect it. He's going to come when you're not aware, because while everybody is fixated on this chaos and uproars and things of that nature, you people don't really realize that these are introductions to Yahweh's return. You see? While they put that Diddy shit in your face, you know, and everything else, you don't realize that this is the beginning of an end. You see? For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You see? So when Trump get in, I'm going to bring everything back. Everything's going to be peaceful. I'm going to bring America back to where it used to be, etc., etc., right? But it's going to be something brewing in the background. And chaos is going to erupt. There ain't going to be no peace here, man. There's no... In fact, war brings peace. So it's going to have to be war in these streets, war in these cities, and then ultimately the World War III, right? The nations against one another, kingdoms against one another, and then the war of heaven, right? And guess what? The Prince of Peace is going to come. So war, it will bring peace. Okay? When the holy angels and Yahweh and the holy angels come, Satan and his angels, right? Versus Yahweh and his angels, Michael and his angels, that war is going to bring forth the peace to the nation of Israel. That's why the Lord is known as Shiloh, or the Prince of Peace. So through war brings peace. You know? The ultimate peace is coming. Because King Solomon is coming. Okay? But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. We sober. We've been the prophets. We've been speaking about these things play by play, right? Updating, etc. All right, never stop. Begin with the apostles on down. Never stop, man. We've been telling y'all play by play, man. So we're the children of the light, those that have the understanding through Yahweh. You see, it ain't gonna overtake us, man. We watching the news. We reporting. We're seeing what the scriptures are saying and looking up and calculating the times of the Lord. Because that's what this ultimately is about. All this chaos and commotions is prophecy. These are all introductions to the return of the Messiah, and his name is Yahweh Shai. He delivers. All right. It says, but let us excuse me, but let Salakia. This is green apple, cucumber, lemon, kale, and ginger. Get with it. Health is wealth, baby. Okay. Verse 8. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation. Okay? For the Most High have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Okay? So the wrath is coming for the rest of the world. Those that believe and understand this truth, this is for our salvation, man. So put on a breastplate of faith Because this is a war. This is a spiritual war. We're putting on the belief. You're reading the scriptures and seeing that the Lord delivered the chosen, delivered those ancient, the prophets of old. He delivered them, those that stuck to his word. And like now, he's going to deliver those that stick to the word today. Okay? So that's pretty much it. Lord willing, I hope this and pray that this is edifying to the hope for the elect out there. And all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rachah, Badash Brakathum. That one is about Apostle Great Millstone. And salutations to the occupant of four corners, person truth and sincerity, love, diligence, respect, fear, and trembling, shalom, and a Baba Bar.